All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Guru. शेयर करो.
हाँ कर रहे हैं. आकाश भी कर रहा है. मेरा वीडियो हो गया.
किधर है पूजा अग्रवाल? नहीं है इसमें.
आ रहे वो थोड़ा लेट आएंगे.
Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text number 15. Five. यत्र धर्मसुतो राजा यत्र धर्मसुतो राजा कदा पाणिभृकोदरः कृष्णस्त्रीगाण्डीवं चापम् सुहृत्कृष्णस्ततो विपत् यत्र धर्मसुतो राजा तदा पाणिभृकोदरः कृष्णस्त्रीगाण्डीवं चापम् सुहृत्कृष्णस्ततो विपत् यत्र धर्मसुतो राजा गदा पाणिभृकोदरः कृष्णस्त्रीगाण्डीवं चापम् सुहृत्कृष्णस्ततो विपत्
यत्र धर्मसुतो राजा तदा पाणिभृकोदरः कृष्णस्त्रीगाण्डीवं चापम् सुहृत्कृष्णस्ततो विपत् यत्र धर्मसुतो राजा तदा पाणिभृकोदरः कृष्णस्त्रीगाण्डीवं चापम् यत्र धर्मसुतो राजा तदा पाणिभृकोदरः कृष्णस्त्रीगाण्डीवं चापम् सुहृत्कृष्णस्ततो विपत्
Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada. Oh, how wonderful is the influence of inevitable time. It is irreversible. Otherwise, how can there be reverses in the presence of King Yudhishthira, the son of the demigod controlling religion, Bhima, the great fighter with a club, the great bowman Arjuna with his mighty weapon Gandiva, and above all the Lord, the direct well-wisher of the Pandavas. Purport. As far as the material or spiritual resources were required, There was no scarcity in the case of the Pandavas. Materially, they were well equipped because two great warriors, namely Bhima and Arjuna, were there. Spiritually, the king himself was the symbol of the religion, and above all of them, the personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, was personally concerned with their affairs as the well-wisher. And yet, there were so many reverses on the side of Pandavas. Despite the power of pious acts, the power of personalities, the power of expert management, and the power of weapons under the direct supervision of Lord Krishna, the Pandavas suffered so many practical reverses, which can only be explained as due to the influence of Kala, inevitable time. Kala is identical with the Lord himself, and therefore the influence of Kala indicates the inexplicable wish of the Lord himself. There is nothing to be lamented when the matter is beyond the control of any human being. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakavalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Rupam Sagrajata Saharana Raghunakamita Tamsajiva
Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurami Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusate Devi Pranamami Haripriye Pancha Kalpatarudesha Prabhasindravyaya Atirana Padanebro Vaishnavebro Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravantarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
So last week we were discussing Krishna's Draupadi's conversation with Lord Shri Krishna. Right? What did Lord Krishna say?
Today you are crying. After some time, Guru Patnis will cry.
Earth will drink the blood of
Ah,
Kauravas.
so here now today we will discuss Draupadi's conversation with Yudhishthir Maharaj. So Prabhupada, many people they think that the Vedic women are abala. Abala means? Bala means strength. Abala means no strength. Right? But nowadays women are abala. They have no strength. Previously they were Sabala, means lot of strength. Because they were doing lot of tapasya, Pativrata Dharma, all that they were following. They had so much strength even to curse. Gandhari, she cursed Krishna. She has so much power. So Draupadi Devi, she is considered chaste woman, one of the 5 Pativratas. She is, right? Even though she is married to 5 husbands, she is considered Pativrata. But sometimes she would not keep quiet. Usually, obedient wives, they are very docile and they don't speak much. And whatever husband says, they will do. But Draupadi Devi, being a very competent lady, Kshatrani, born in a Kshatriya family, she had chosen her own husband by her own strength. But so she knows, she is well trained in Dharma Shastra and all. So she was speaking to Yudhishthir Maharaj. So she was not liking it at all that Pandavas, they are suffering like that. And Dushta, Duryodhana and all, they were enjoying, in the palaces. But Yudhishthir Maharaj is no less, he is also enjoying the company of the devotees. Like that. So she is saying that because Duryodhana, because of his Duralochana and Dushta Buddhi, he was always against Pandavas, right from the childhood. So Duryodhana was a victim of Matsarya. Matsarya means envy. Envy means you may have something, but your enemy should not have it. You may have it, but your enemy should not have it. He had Ardharajya, and that too Hastinapur. When Pandavas, they came back after exile because of Varnavrat, Lakshagraha Dahanam and all that stuff. And then finally when they got married to Draupadi Devi and all, when they came back, so the kingdom actually belonged to Yudhishthir Maharaj. Yudhishthir Maharaj's father, Pandu Maharaj, he was the king actually. He conquered all the places and then he brought everything under control. So he was the king of Hastinapura. Because of unfortunate incidents, he had to give up the kingdom and go to the forest. Without any, because of majburi, even though Dhritarashtra Maharaj was not qualified to become king. The kings, nowadays anybody can become a king. But previously they are highly qualified. And then because of his blindness, he was not qualified actually. But because Pandu Maharaj left and then later on he died, so they had no other alternative. So for temporarily, he was made to be king. Otherwise, originally it belonged to Yudhishthir Maharaj. So, but against the wishes of Vidura, how much he advised, don't divide the kingdom. Because the kingdom doesn't belong to you. Duryodhana is not entitled to get any kingdom. But Dhritarashtra Maharaj did not listen to anybody. So Vidura told, I may forgive you for anything, but I will never forgive you for this dividing the kingdom. So he had Artharaksha, and that too opulent portion. Kandaprastha is actually very deserted area, not so opulent. So he gave some useless places here. So Sahadev and Nakle, they were commenting. But Yudhishthir Maharaj and Kunti Maharani, they said, no, don't comment. Then Krishna said, no, don't worry, I am there. So with the help of Lord Krishna, they made so opulent. So it became Indraprastha. Much more opulent than Hastinapur. That is why Duryodhana became very envious. So because of Dushta Chatushtayam, they usurped your kingdom. So she was blaming Dhritarashtra Maharaj. She said, his heart like Katina Pashanam. Katina Pashanam is like a rock, pattar. If not for his hard-heartedness, why would you be spending like this in the forest? That is our first point. Previously, you were staying in high-rise palaces. So these buildings of multi-story buildings, they are not uncommon in the Vedic period. They also had huge palaces. And then they were actually building just like that, Very fast they would build. Now they had a technique. Now years and years it takes, at least 2.5, 3 years, right?
Big building is 7 to 8 years. If you want tall building, it takes 7 to 8 years.
Yeah? Overnight they would build. So she was saying, you are actually staying in a palaces, sleeping on a very Hamsatulika. Hamsatulika talpam means their beds used to be in the form of a swan. Soft beds, How many of you apply Chandan every day? You apply Chandan? Not Gopi Chandan? Huh? No, for you, body. You apply, anybody applies? Huh? Chandan? Sandalwood? Not Gopi Chandan? Huh?
Normal Chandan.
Yeah. In Matunga they sell fake Chandan powder. Don't do that. You got that? Huh?
You have a Ashtagandha Chandan. I don't know if it's original. It's like Gopi Chandan.
powder, this they sell chandan ka powder. It's all chemical, The kings, we have actually in our temple, we get original sandalwood stick, original. When you make a paste, so much sugandh comes. That they used to apply on their bodies for coolness. So, so you used to apply chandan, then actually they used to add, agru, chandan, saffron, all that sugandh. Then they used to bring, Krishna's body. Naturally it would get the fragrance of all these ingredients. Agru, do you know agru? Agru wood, Then chandan, gopi, chandan, and then saffron, all that stuff they used to so they used to mix that paste and apply on their bodies. So natural fragrance will come. So, so you used to wear very nice silk cloth, and then on that silk cloth you used to wear very nice ornaments, gold ornaments, and then people used to worship you when you would sit on the singhasan. Right? So, so she was not liking it. And then you are always situated in dharmanistha. That's why I am saying that verse. Yatra dharmasuto rajan. So your brother, one brother is Sarvasreshth Gadadhar, another brother is Sarvasreshth Dhanurdhar. Then you have a very nice, beautiful friend, Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is your well-wisher. But still, you are sleeping on the floor. So that is a lamentation. Like that. So today, you are staying in the forest, sleeping on the floor, eating only kandamula, so all your brothers, they are very, very powerful warriors. Just like when the lion is bound by the chains, it becomes helpless, right? Even though it has got fear, fury, it becomes helpless. Sometimes when the people go to zoo, safari and all that, they provoke animals by throwing stones and all, right? Then they try to attack. Right? There is one video, one fellow fell, You have seen the video? Huh? Yeah. Lion. So you restrained them by your words. Like that. Once upon a time, your feet used to be decorated with Padmaraga manis, very valuable stones, jewels. So, once upon a time, your feet are decorated with so many golden ornaments, Padmaraga manis and all. Now they are actually with bare feet you are walking on the roads, on the forest path. So once upon a time you are applying chandan. Now the same bodies, they are covered with the dust of this forest. Like that. 10,000 Brahmanas, they used to sit in the Sahapanti. Nowadays, in Prasadam Hall and all, sometimes they would, for 1,000 devotees, cooking and serving becomes such a mess, right? We had sometimes in the we have continuous meetings how to, sometimes Narsingha Chaturdasi, Gaur Purnima, Ramnavami, they fell on Sundays. Then there is a danger of stampede and all, where they will be. So we divide, some prasad will be served in Shanka Hall, Padma Hall, some in Gopal Hall, some in the basement, some in the garden. Like that we had to decide, divide, and then so much there, so that there is no stampede occurs. That too once in a while. But every day Yudhishthir Maharaj, can you imagine, 10,000 Brahmanas used to sit along with them. Sahapankti. 10,000 Brahmanas. Yeah. There is a very Prabhupada also, Panchabaksha Paramanam. Have you heard? Panchabaksha Paramanam. Variety foodstuffs. Paramanam, Prabhupada said, of all the foodstuffs, Annam, it is the best rice. Out of all that, Paramanam means what? Sweet rice. Kheer. It is the best. That's why it's called Paramanam. So, you used to enjoy their such Brahmanas Bhukta Sesham, their prasad you used to eat. Right? I used two words. Anybody remembers? Two words for eating, Every day a grahastha should eat two kinds of foodstuffs. What is that?
One should do havanas every day and eat the food. Said that who does every day havanas and eating the food.
Amrit and Vikanasa. Yeah. Vikanas means?
What is left after feeding the guests?
Yeah, that is called Vikanas. After performing Havan, Yajnavaseshan, that is called Amritam. A Uttama Grahastha should eat every day these two kinds of foodstuffs. One is Amrit, another is Vikanasa. That is the perfection of Grahastha life. Every day if you can eat. Right? Nowadays it's not possible only, right? That's why it is said, Deshakala samprapte Muni annam haridaivatam Shraddhaya vidivat patre Nastam kamaduk akshayam. According to time, place and circumstance, whatever ingredients are available, Muniyannam Haridaivatam means food cooked with ghee offered to Lord Hari. Muniyannam is called Muniyannam. Not mustard oil or sunflower oil. Right? Palm oil. Nowadays they use palm oil. Don't eat palm oil foodstuffs. Very dangerous.
Sweets they use.
Huh?
For something they use most of
This Haldiram, if you read all these captions, they use palm oil. Don't eat. Huh?
most of the food stuff it is written palm oil.
Yeah. Nowadays they advertise no palm oil. Because it was found out palm oil is very cheap. That's why people start using it, that oil. But it is very dangerous to the health. Cancer causing. It's a carcinogenic. So, nastaduk akshayam. Nastam kamaduk akshayam. So, if somebody cooks food with ghee offered to Krishna, if you offer that food to Vaishnavas, then Narada Muni is saying one will get everlasting opulence. Ambani, Birla, they all must have fed devotees like that in their last life. That's why they got so much everlasting opulence. Bill Gates. Such a person, you are being satisfied with kandamulas and all. Gadapani Brukodara. You know what is Gadapani Brukodara?
The best.
He is holding the club. Brukodara means for voracious eater. What is Bruk, There is one kind of fire digestion, fire in the stomach. If somebody has that fire, he can eat a lot of foodstuffs and then digest also. That's why Bhima is known as Vrukodara. Such Vrukodara, who has got 10,000 elephant strength, now he is satisfied eating some vegetables. There is one very great fighter, he is known as Kartavirya Arjuna. He is also known as Sahasrabahu. So everybody was praising that Arjuna is much greater than Sahasrabahu, Kartavirya Arjuna. Such a great warrior. Now his position is Dinati Dinam. In the forest he is suffering. Tolerance and parakram. A Kshatriya should have these two qualities abundantly. Tolerance and parakram. So she is saying, Sada Shama Gun nahi hona chahiye. Or Sada, always you should not be, exhibiting parakram. Right? There is one king, Chitrangada. He is also son of Vichitravirya and Chitrangada, both are brothers. Chitrangada, how he died? Anybody remembers? Huh?
Here he comes.
There is one king, Gandharva, he met. His name was also Chitrangada. Chitrangada, hey, he said, how you are having my name? You can't have it. Then both had a fight. And then Gandharva killed Chitrangada. He could have simply kept quiet. Okay, I'll change my name or something. Parakram. So, too much tolerance also is not good, she is saying. Shamagun. So she is saying, you should not show tolerance now. You should follow in the footsteps of Bali Maharaj. And those your so-called brothers, who have done great injustice to you, you should not forgive them. You should not tolerate. You immediately, along with your brothers, go and attack them and kill them. She is suggesting like that. So, Yudhishthir Maharaj replying, so she is saying, so Yudhishthir Maharaj is saying that Panchali, because of Krodhavesh, because of anger, you are again and again imploring me to fight with my brothers, Kauravas. So, Duragraham, without unnecessary anger, it will become Mahapatitya Karanam. We will commit a lot of sinful activities. A angry person, he will forget Yukta, Ayukta. What is Yukta, Ayukta?
Right and wrong.
What is right and wrong? You have anger?
Kind of. Sometimes.
We forget, whether in front of us mother, father are there, or relatives are there, higher Guru, Gurujan, सब भूल जाएंगे और we'll attack. तुम ऐसा है, तुम ऐसा है. So a Viveki, an intelligent person, if something is burning, you have to add water so that it will become cool down. A Viveki Nirantara Vijnana Jaladhara. With Vijnana Jaladhara, he extinguishes this duragraham, means unnecessary anger, Kopagni. You know, these three are called fire. You know, Kamagni, Krodagni, Lobagni. These three, they are fire. They burn our hearts. You know, an intelligent person, he extinguishes this Krodagni with Vijnana Jaladhara. Good word, right? Vijnana Jaladhara. Chaturvedas, Yajna Yaga, Yajnas, Shaucham, Satyam, Vidya, Dharmam, Charachara Prapancha. Four Vedas. Right? Four Vedas. Then Yajna Yagas, Shaucham, Satyam, Vidya, Dharmam. All of them, they are situated in Kshama only, my dear Draupadi. Kshama is the wealth. Kshama means? Huh?
Forgiveness.
I know you will say that. It's tolerance. Tolerance. Kshama, that there is a Sanskrit word Kshama is there. And then Hindi word Kshama is there. So in Hindi it means Kshama means forgiveness. In Sanskrit, Kshama means tolerance. That's why what did Chaitanya say? Ah. What are they? Chaturvedas, Yajna Yagas, Satyam, Shaucham, Vidya, Dharmam. They are all situated in Kshama. Brahmavetas, those who know Brahma. Taponidhi, those who are very austere persons. Vedadhyayana para, those who are studying Vedas. Then those who are performing Yajna Yaga, all Satpurusha. All of the results that these people are getting, those people who are tolerant, they will get. Right? Not only that, Krishna Dvaipayana Muni, Bhishma, Vidura, Krupacharya, Dronacharya, Sanjaya, all of them, they appreciate my Shanta Swabhav, Kshamashil Swabhav. Because of intolerance, Duryodhana Adi, all these brothers, they will meet with destruction. Why Yudhishthir Maharaj is tolerating?
Because some Muni came and told that in 13 years some big destruction.
Why he is not ready to fight with Dronacharya and all, Bhishma immediately? He is not willing to fight with them.
Because he wants the post.
Because they are not in a position to fight with them. You know, Yudhishthira Maharaj is very intelligent. Bhima and Arjuna, they may be great warriors, but still they are not
They were ready.
ready. Srila Prabhupada said, you know, Gandhiji, because he practiced brahmacharya right from a very early age, he got strength to drive away the Britishers. He appreciated Gandhiji. He was very tolerant. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is not a fool. He wanted to use these 13 years to prepare. Right? He was practicing, you know, so many vratas and, you know, Ksamagun, and also, you know, he was hearing kathas. You know, sometimes he would do Mauna Vrat. So he is actually acquiring spiritual strength by which he can defeat, you know, Bhishma, Drona and Krupacharya. You know, they are ordinary fighters. So he is very intelligent. Anyway, Draupadi was not satisfied. You know, she's saying, that the kingdom that you have got as inheritance from your father, it is a time when it is a time to protect all these assets. Because of Daiva and Purajanma karmas, you know, phala, you are developing this moha. She is thinking, you know, having the Ksamagun, you know, tolerance level. Draupadi is, you know, doing ninda. You know, because of, you know, Daiva and then Purajanma Sukriti, you have developed this Ksamagun, and unnecessarily you are, you know, you are in a moha, vyamoha, you know, like that. Because you are, you know, Kshama Sila Sampanna, and then, you know, Nishkalmasha Chitta. So, always, you know, because you are, you know, you are always in dharma path. So, maybe Dharma Devata may be protecting you, you know, protecting you. But what is the use of, you know, exhibiting such a tolerant behavior towards enemies, you know, Kauravas and all that. I am telling you, give up the Ksamagun, Kshamagima and all. Just take your weapons and attack. You know? Then, sometimes, you know, great personalities also, they blame God. Now here, she started blaming Krishna, God. Right? Just like, children, they play with the dolls, played in the childhood. This Daiva is also playing with, their, our jivas. But he is not protecting us like a father protects his children. Like that. He is behaving like a ordinary man with raga and dvesha. That is why all the Satpurushas also, they are actually suffering. I don't approve of this, rewarding you with vanavas and then giving applause to dushtas, like Kauravas and all. They are enjoying, then you are suffering. All this because of Daiva only. So she started blaming God. So Yudhishthir Maharaj, so Yudhishthir Maharaj is saying that those who blame God, right? And those who do dushana, those who abuse dharmanishta, he is warning. So, for such people, they are committing great sin. And then for such a sin, there is no prayashchita only, there is no atonement only. Right? So, Vyasa Maharshi, Markandeya Rishi, Maitreya, Vasishtha, Narada, all of them, they believed dharma is equal to Daiva. That is why they are living as a Chiranjeevi, everlasting. Because I am following dharma, Vasishtha, Markandeya Rishi, Maitreya Rishi, Vishwamitra Muni, Narad Muni, Vyasa Maharshi, they are all appearing in front of us and they are praising my dharmanishta, my Kshama Gun. So I don't want anything more. Like this, they are having conversation. And she is saying, no, I am not saying, Daiva. I am not blaming God. Like that. But for a person, Nirantara Karmacharana is ideal. That is Parma Dharma. Because of Karmanishta, if you give up Karmanishta, then we cannot even survive in this world. So, Daiva, you are the only shelter. If you simply say that and then sit quiet, nothing is going to happen. You should show your valor, this is the time. Like that, she was saying. Then Bhima was sitting there, he was listening. And then he also chipped in. Next week we'll hear. What is the lesson we learn from today's class?
You should be tolerant.
बोलिए माता जी.
क्षमा
हाँ?
क्षमा कर देना चाहिए.
Then still you are misunderstanding. Shama means what?
Shama means tolerant.
Huh?
Tolerate.
Huh?
You should never be angry.
बोलिए. What do you learn from today's class?
You should follow the
You should not blame Krishna for anything.
Huh?
Not blame Krishna for any love for etc.
बोलिए बारे में माता जी.
Do not blame Krishna for our problems. And we should be tolerant.
Dharma protects you from Krishna.
You are still missing the point. Yeah.
To some extent, we have to accept problems, but after that, we have to fight with them. And
No.
dharma,
No.
dharma goes for surviving. Dharma goes with the karma only. You cannot blame God that oh, this is happened to me.
I will tell you. Today's class, we should learn. When we are situated in Dharmanistha, Shama, there are many people who try to dissuade, discourage us. Because what are you getting? Just see, look at your enemy. How opulent he is. He is not tolerant. He doesn't follow any dharma. Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't follow any dharma. You still see they are so opulent. Better you also give up and enjoy. Huh? Right? But Yudhishthir Maharaj?
It's fixed.
Huh?
Did not
Fixed.
fixed.
Like that,
You should also be fixed.
Day-to-day life, Krishna consciousness, they try to discourage us. Why are you, sometimes we get a feeling, I'm coming to the temple, hearing lectures, and then doing so many things. I'm not, my karma is very bad, I'm not enjoying anything, I'm not getting enough. My friends, they don't follow anything. They never go to the temple, they never attend the class. But they are having a very good life. I told that person, don't worry. They are going to suffer so much because they have forgotten God. And they are acting whimsically. You may not be enjoying right now, but you will enjoy, in Nandan Kanan with Apsaras. Like that. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. किधर है आजकल लोग आया नहीं?
It's time for Prabhuji's attack.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.